Boys, it's official. Ashes of Creation has collapsed. Sound the alarms, ring the bells, and most importantly, make sure to find everyone who laughed at us and tell them to remember this moment. Because today, we are victorious. My god, you know me. I'm not a person who gloats. I'm not a person who says, I told you so. But I told you so. To be honest, any person with rational thinking could have seen this coming from a mile away. Now, that being said, even I could not anticipate this happening the literal day I've uploaded a video about how Ashes of Creation is a ticking time bomb. I guess the timer was set to really low. It was on the literal last second. But I thought it would come in like 5 years from now. It all happened so quick, and the thing that sucked about the most here is the fact that I was at work while it happened. So I had to just wait for 8 hours until I could have made this video. So it's so unfortunate, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad it happened because it gave a lot of time for all the people to just process what happened, and now we have so much to go through and so many receipts and stuff on Discord. Apparently Steven has posted his message there. He completely jumped ship, and yeah, we're gonna cover everything in this video. But before we're gonna do that, I just want to preface and say, guys, how in God's name some of you thought this will be good? I have absolutely no idea, because now that everything has exploded, we can talk about this extremely openly. And by the way, I want to make this absolutely clear. If you love this game, I think it's fine. It's completely fine with me. But as a person who disliked everything and saw that the way Intrepid Studios were operating is completely suspicious, it's just odd to me. I really want to understand what you guys saw in this game. I truly want to know, because now that the truth is out there, that this game was a scam all along, at least, you know, it seems like it, I really want to understand what you find in this game to be good. Because I said from the very beginning that a full loot PvP based MMO isn't going to hold. Everyone knows that. Look at the time, look at Crowful, if you remember that game. It's another failed project. Why you thought this would be good? It's so weird. By the way, I played Crowful, it was really bad. But I mean, it's just odd to me that people did not see this coming, but at the same time, I guess I kind of understand. Now, I don't want to get too much into it. I'm sure we're going to have an opportunity to say everything here. So, I'm going to just focus on everything that the people have posted. We're going to go through all of it, and yeah, it's going to be glorious. It's going to be one of the best videos I've ever made, and I just know it's going to be fun, so that's the most important part. Yeah, I guess we just start, right? So the first thing at the top, this is from today only. Narc is vindicated. Oh man, I wish Narc would have been here. I swear to God, on the life of me. By the way, guys, I haven't watched any of the posts. I only caught wind of what some of you have told me, so I'm gonna experience this for the first time, probably with you guys as well. So Narc is vindicated. Hell yeah, brother. Tell me all about it. Just wanted to say how happy I am you all got scammed. You're the most obnoxious gaming community. Jesus, he bottled that up. Oh, you know this man wanted to say that for ages. And he just lurked in the shadows. He waited for the opportunity to strike. Boys, you thought, like the Ashes lovers, thought they oppressed him. They thought these people were gone. No, man. We were hiding in the shadows. We were waiting like vultures. And now we feed. Narc was right and Pirate Software was wrong. Well, we already knew that part. What a beautiful day it is. Take an upvote. You earned it, rightfully so. My god. But Pirate Software worked for Blizzard at 8 years. I mean, yeah, if that wasn't a clear indication for why this game was going to fail, you know that if Pirate Software loved it, yeah, it was going down, son. My god, normally I'd say this is childish, but the backers have been so insufferable, it's impossible not to be happy. You couldn't have any type of discussion or constructive criticism without them crying, it's alpha. Like, dudes, it's been a decade, it's not just alpha, some shit going on, and it should be in better state, thank you. Wow, well, it's going with straight up scam, yeah. We all knew that. We all knew that, man. He's so right. And listen, I do understand to a certain degree why the backers were so insistent on just trying to press the other side and make sure everything is calm, because they really didn't want to get on the bad side of Steven. And at the same time, you really need to understand that if a game is going properly or even improperly, and the team is very good at taking criticism, you're still gonna have a good time. Because if you look at No Man's Sky, right, which is probably the only redemption arc that a game has had ever, I don't think a game has actually managed to just recover from an atrocious early launch day. Yeah, like No Man's Sky is kind of the only one, right? So if you look at them, you see they took all the criticism and they were actually fine with it. They understood that the game was poor and they fixed it. They released patch after patch after patch in rapid state, and everything was free and everything was good. That's the difference. You clearly saw that this wasn't going to be the case with Ashes. Bots ran rampant. RMT, dupes, bugs, glitches, everything that could have been fixed in a matter of days or even like a week, okay? It wasn't fixed. So clearly, something was wrong. And protecting this game and saying, oh, it's an alpha, it's supposed to be like this, it's not good. It's not healthy for anyone. Not for the company, and definitely not for the players. So, you know, for the future, just stop doing that. But at the same time, I'm kind of shouting into the storm here, because none of these guys are going to listen to me. They're probably buying an armada of ships at Star Citizen as we speak. So, let's see right here. All the grave dancing is so deserved and entertaining to watch. It is. It is. It so is. And man, I really miss Narc. He's so right about this. Narc is one of the first that actually saw this coming. He spoke about this even though his entire channel was pretty much dedicated to glazing Ashes of Creation. Because if you watch Narc from the start like I have, you know that he was really positive towards Ashes of Creation at the beginning. He really wanted this game to succeed. He believed in Steven, and he was even in... I believe he was in direct connection with Steven. I believe they talked, right? I'm pretty sure about that. So, whenever Narc turned on the game, it was a pivotal moment, because I think it kind of what started this cascade to happen, where just people started to talk up against Steven. They started to talk against the game, and they understood what's going on, and you know, unfortunately, we reached this point, which, it is what it is, man. It's unfortunate, but we all knew this was coming, especially after Narc left. I just wish he came back and took a fat crap on everyone. Like that, I really wish that. But, I don't know. Only time would tell. For now, I'll be the one doing so, I guess. So, that being said, I think this is it for that post, but I really want to say that I feel... I mean, what I feel right now is like how innocent people feel when they've been exonerated for a crime they did not commit. That's how they feel, right? It's gotta be it. So, let's go here, see what's up. The board, composed of me and my husband. Okay, so Steven Sharif, and I guess this is his wife. I mean, is this guy like trying to say that all he did... I mean, that only Steven was, like, the responsible? We already knew that. It ties to the Discord thing, maybe? Okay, I'll check it later. I mean, it makes sense. We all know that Steven and his wife were the only one leading everything, right? Margaret is no longer with Intrepid. Oh, surprise, surprise. Margaret was the lead marketing, right? She was in lead marketing, yes. Chapter has come to a close, absolutely. Let's read it real quick. My time at Intrepid has officially ended. To the Ashes of Creation community, or some blah 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 blah. To my incredible game service team, you are absolute AAA team. Sure. 10 years to develop a product on an Unreal Engine, like an engine that literally does not belong to you. Sure. What a AAA company it is. And just genuinely good people. Wait! She might be actually right. This game was AAA quality. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, she's not wrong. Actually, my bad. I take each of you with me. Yeah, spare me the sympathy. As for now, it's all ended. I don't really have the word. It wasn't as I expected, but I'm holding on to the good. What good? What happened? It was a giant nothing burger. With that, I'm officially looking for new opportunities. Yeah, good luck. I enjoy that. Oh, Steven. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is the Steven message. We found it. Okay. Boys, get ready. This one's gonna be a juicer. God bless. Almost 500 comments. Okay. Steven. Wow. He even have the emoji with the halo. I can make a limited statement in my personal capacity and not on behalf of the company regarding the situation. Control of the company shifted away from me. How? And the board began directing actions that I could not ethically agree with or carry out. Brother, what? Who's the board? You are the board. Like, the board is your wife? Why are you saying the board like you're in a control game? What are you talking about? Like, there's a shadow council? What? That's so weird. Now I understand the other post. What is he on about? As a result, I chose to resign in protest. God. Rather than lend my name or authority to decisions I could not ethically support. Following my resignation, much of the senior leadership team resigned. Following those departures, the board made decisions to issue WARN Act notices and proceed with mass layoffs. I cannot responsibly speak to further details at this time due to ongoing legal and governance matter. What I can say is that the developers and the staff acted in good faith and deserved better than the uncertainty they are now facing. I'm incredibly dismayed by the situation. Dog, to the last moment, you think we're that stupid? What is he on about? If he thinks anyone would believe this dumb statement, he's insane. He's deluded. I don't know what he's on about. What? The board? Brother, you are the board. There is nothing here. What are you talking about? And also, okay, you know what? If there was a board, let's go with this logic. Why would their response to you resigning is not replacing you and instead just completely do mass layoff? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, Steven resigned. Okay, cut it all. Rip the cord. It's over. It's cooked. Why not fix the game? Why not hire a new guy that can actually make this game better? It doesn't make any sense. Just like how it didn't make any sense when you said it was like, what? I believe he said that, right? I'm not 100% sure. I need someone in the comments to confirm this. That 1 week of development was almost $1 million. It was so wrong. Like, how are you spending this much money? It's so off. This guy thinks we're stupid, dude. It's so... You know what? If he actually wrote a statement that said, you know what? You have been bamboozled. Rip bozo. I think I would have respected him more. Because it would have actually been honest. But to think that we're so stupid to actually disrespect our intelligence in this manner, it just... Wow. Wow. This makes me mad. This actually makes me mad. I mean, it's not much about the statement itself. It's just a disrespect to your intelligence, man. That's all there is to it. You actually think we're gonna gobble this up. It's so pathetic, man. I really hope, I pray to God, there is some way to take legal action against, like, Steven. I really hope. Because he scammed everyone, in my opinion. I truly believe that. Like, that's what I think. I don't know if that's, like, impossible or not. I'm not that strong on the legalities of the problem. Surely, a lawyer would make a video about that, and we're gonna react to it, for sure. But I know that Kickstarter can't really be sued because it is essentially count as a donation. But it's on Steam. So, can Gaben do anything? Like, what can we do? People need their money back. I feel like people deserve a refund, at least on the Steam. If they can't get their money back from... you know, alpha keys they paid for back in the day, I really wish Steam would do refunds. I really wish that, because the people deserve that. Okay, let's go to the comments. Prepare the hazmat suits. And thus, dies any desire to ever support a Kickstarter again. True. True. Ashes was the final nail in the coffin of Kickstarter. No Kickstarter project is ever going to be backed again. Like, never. Granted, I supported this one like 10 years ago when life was very different for me, but still it is sad to see. Yeah, I mean, it's so funny. People who invested money in it 10 years ago didn't even care about it nowadays because so much time has passed. They probably have like kids nowadays. So, second, who we are. Oh, that's a Steven quote. I remember that. Second, who we are. We aren't governed by greedy corporate overlords. I'm funding the project, so no investor or board to answer to. No publishers to appease. Wow, he forgot about that. He forgot about that, man. Oh, this guy actually brought the receipts. Jesus. Wow. Yeah, Steven should be sued. Steven should be sued. I believe that. So much for no board to answer to. Yeah, people remember, man. You really thought they have forgotten. You really thought. they have forgiven. That's a WoW quote. Check me out. Whoever purchased post Steam should get her up and lost to the guy. Yeah, I agree. The guy who is the literal piggy bank of the studio says the board was ripping away control and he couldn't get it back. What? Okay, sure. Steven, a week ago, the layoffs are not reflections of the health or the future of Ashes of Creation. Yeah, he knew. He knew this was happening. If anyone thought that Steven didn't see this coming, deadly wrong. Deadly wrong. Like, no. Just no. He knew this was coming. He knew this was coming, and that's exactly why they did it. The $50, 50 buckaroos early alpha access to test. And yeah, they did this because they knew. They knew it was gone, they knew it was over, and they just wanted to milk this as further as they can. To be honest, I thought they're going to be milking this game much more. I thought it's going to be to like years into the future with more ridiculous alpha phases and beta tests and all that stuff. I did not expect it to blow up this soon. I did not expect this at all. Let's see. An Ashes post from the sub showed up in my feed months ago. No, I don't care. Translation, I'm a piece of shit. You got scammed. I'm gonna blame it on the board and paint myself as a noble hero doing the right thing for the game. Yeah. Like, come on, dog. Are you kidding me? Like, nobody's going to believe that. Nobody's believing it. And it seems like that's pretty much the consensus here. So, I'm just gonna end this segment by saying that, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Steven escaped on a golden parachute, and I really wish there's something we can do against it. I don't know. Someone who actually familiar with the legalities of the stuff can actually say it better than I am. But I really wish they can sue him. I really wish that. That was so obviously a scam. 10 years. 10 years in development. Ridiculous prices. How people didn't see this coming, man. I shouted into the void. People called me stupid. Oh, where are the people in my comments right now? I'm dying to meet them. I'm literally dying to hear what they have to say. I'm so... That is insane. That is just insane. What? And finally, in the case of Ashes of Creation does not launch, we promise to refund all backers in full. Oh, okay. So maybe Steam now will have a refund. It's over. Freak the fuck out and uninstall everything right now. It's fucking over. True. Narc was right. Man, I bet that Narc is reading all of this and he's just laughing, man. He's just laughing. I truly wish he make another video just about this. By the way, he has a YouTube channel according to what I heard. But I really hope that he would cover this topic, even if it doesn't just go in what he's doing right now, because he's doing completely different type of videos nowadays. One thing is clear, and I thank Intrepid Studio for it. I'm never buying into an alpha or early access ever again, and you should too. If you value your time and money, thank you. Thank you. People, you know what? People have learned. I believe that nowadays it's over. It's like how Cyberpunk released completely shattered people's opinions about pre-purchase. And by the way, I'm one of those people because I pre-ordered Cyberpunk 2077. And after seeing the state of the game, I told to myself, never again. I'm never pre-ordering anything in my life. And to this day, I've never pre-ordered anything. Anything. And I'm gonna keep doing so because there is literally not a single reason for it. Even if they give you like pre-order skins and stuff, it's not worth it. So, yeah. I think Ashes did the same with like Kickstarter projects and early alpha access, for sure. I may be living with a burned wound. I hope this project succeeds, and despite all the red flags, desire to fully support a project that will turn into my lineage to addiction with all the promises. I'm never ever trusting another such project in my life. Also, a good life lesson to never FOMO and think before acting. Thank you, Intrepid, and I'm sorry to every ever worked on the project and had to be lay off all of the sudden. You know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. It's okay. I understand. I understand. I understand that these people, like, hated on me and you guys for saying, you know, calling the game for what it was. But at the same time, I understand where they're coming from. At the end of the day, we are all MMO lovers. We all wanted a good MMORPG that we can sink our time in and just be completely immersed inside of. I understand. I understand why they were so mad. I understand why they so vehemently defended this game. But at the same time, brother, you had to wake up sooner. I mean, you saw the red flags. You saw that a game that have been 10 years in development is missing basic features. That, more than anything, should have been an indicator that it's all off. It's just a scam. But I guess people were blind, and nowadays, I do believe that we need to be kind of... Okay, you know what? It's actually difficult for me to say, but we actually kind of need to be merciful towards them, okay? I don't believe in hating the other person. I believe we should hug them and tell them, hey, you're wrong, right? It's okay, but at the same time, we're allowed to crack a few laughs, because we earned it. We earned it, right? So, let's see. First time, I learned that lesson years ago. Yeah, so unfortunate. The idea of buying into a phase of a game development with generally internal testing only was beyond me. Yes, I said this so many times. Who purchased early alpha access for $50? This is something that they need to pay you to do. This is not something you pay to get access to. They should be the ones paying you for testing their games, or at the very least, give out keys for free. Just go to Discord and hand out keys to people who want to test this game for free. That would have been fine. But no, you had to sell them for $50. 50 doubloons. That's crazy. How people did not see it was a scam. I said this from the very beginning. Based, you live and learn. True. This guy was actually based. I'm actually gonna give him an upvote. You know what? Some self-reflection. I understand. I get it. So, let's get this. Decided to splurge and just bought out all the cosmetics packs on the website. Does anyone know how to access it in-game? I just want to see the comments on this one. Let's see. Let's quickly see over the comments. A meme post. Lol, who's going to tell him, bro? Not me. No, it isn't a shit. Yeah, it's clearly a joke, but still. I was worried for you, and then, oh yeah, okay. It's funny. New layoffs, no way. Yeah, we saw that. I'm laughing my ass off right now. Okay, let's read this. This game is simply not for you. Go play something else. Standard cult of Steve member reply of every criticism towards the game and its many flawed, half-baked, non-existent system. Turns out game development is simply not for Steve either. Ooh, man, you know this guy was a lurker. He waited. The Steam release was trying to get some last cash from people who really thought this was going to be something. Exactly. Early Steam release is the biggest red flag in all the video game industry. Yeah, I mean, we said it. Guys, relax, it's just an alpha. Oh, wait, maybe it isn't anymore? Okay, we're just gonna encounter so many comments of people just gloating. But, God, it's fire. It's fire. Let's see. It's only alpha, guys. Oh, man. Oh, God. 8+ years of development can't even make a desert. True. This, by the way, this is exactly what Narc spoke of. He spoke about the desert and the fact that how it wasn't made. And people at the time, what was the response to Narc video? I remember people defending Steven by saying that it's going to be complete in the next phase and it's only missing because, I don't know, Steven didn't want it to be inside of the testing phase. I think that was the argument. It was so dumb. I remember reading it and was like, what are you talking about? Clearly there isn't a desert inside of the game. It's only alpha. Game has nothing to do aside grinding. It's only alpha. Almost nothing of what they showed exists in the game. It's only alpha. It launched in Steam being very bare bones. People didn't like it. It's only alpha. Game is dead. It's only alpha. True. And watching all of this, like all of the criticisms that people have brought up and were answered with it's only alpha, just now it makes me realize and truly internalize how bad the answers were. Like, how bad can you cope when the only answer you can give out, oh, it's alpha, it's fine. Well, what are you gonna say now, Chief? I really want to hear that. By the way, if there is someone who hated my videos about Ashes that watches this right now, can you please tell me what do you think? And I promise, I'm not gonna laugh at you. I'm not going to like go hard on you. Just really tell me what did you think? Like, what do you think about this entire thing collapsing? I really want to know that. We will be playing WoW until we die. True. That's so sad. I didn't put any dollars, but really need some new MMO. I know. I understand, brother. We're in pain. Play Guild Wars 2. It's really good. I can't believe Narc was right all along. I think even the copers like understand now. So the comments are starting to repeat themselves. Let's see if we have like few more interesting posts in here. They called us doomers, haters, bad actor. This one is for me. Yet, you blindly defended the game when all the evidence was there. Thank you. Invested and bought cosmetics for a game that did not exist, and supported a con artist who's family member of an MLM marketing company. You know what? I'm gonna talk about this in a second. Instead of waiting to see whether it would actually get released or not. Yeah, okay, so this part is something that I myself have avoided talking about on this channel. And in case you are new to this and you haven't heard about this, basically Steven was involved with some sort of company that sold, people call it miracle juice for, you know, cancer treatment. It was obviously a scam, and it was snake oil, and apparently he made a lot of money from that. Now, I knew that. I knew that all along, and my opinion about this was, I don't care what he did in the past, even though it does have a serious connection to the present, obviously. I like to inspect what's in front of me and base my opinions off of that. I like to focus on the tangible rather on the rhetorical. Rather on the... something that doesn't exist. Sorry, I forgot the name for it. It slipped my mind. Imaginary, right? So, I'd like to focus more on the tangible stuff, rather on stuff that, you know, may or may not existed, or, you know, just can completely be taken out of proportion, maybe stuff wasn't true. So, I'd rather just focus on the game itself, and watching how bad it was, rather than bring up Steven past. Now, that being said, in retrospect, yeah, clearly, once a scammer, always a scammer. Yeah, it is what it is. I always took this into consideration, but I never put it in the spotlight, because I believe that we should focus on what's in front of us, rather than what happened in the past. But the past is also important, clearly. I'm not saying that you guys who said it were wrong or anything like that. No, clearly we were right. The first time I started watching these dev streams and how the owner of the company talks, you could tell he's a very skilled con artist. Everything on the stream felt super polished, largely thanks to the community manager, soothing voice. Everyone was literally under the spell of this con. I salute all the brothers who actively try to expose this scam every day and advise people not to invest any money in it. I'm happy if we prevented even a handful of people from investing in it. Edit. I'd like to remind everyone about this beautiful video I forgot to add. Ashes of Creation is fully funded. Yeah, we watched this. We watched this. This seems like an interesting comment. I wasn't blinded, but I was really hoping for a good MMO and gave them the benefit of doubt. I never blamed anyone for doubting either. I knew this shit was going to happen the moment it got released on Steam, way ahead of what they said. That was the final check mark. I truly hate this industry and everything it has become. I understand. I understand. You want to give people the benefit of the doubt, and by the way, I'm a person who does that as well. I don't like to instantly assume that people are just going to take advantage of me, but at the same time, in this specific, like, ecosystem, you need to be careful, because MMOs are pretty notorious to just take your money and leave, okay? Like the Kickstarter MMOs, obviously. So, you always need to be on your toes when you're watching this stuff, and just not support it. That's pretty much it. And it's so unfortunate, because right now there's, like, a really good promising game that, like, is showing promise. I forgot his name, like, I believe it was, oh, I forgot, I covered it pretty recently, and I think, I don't know if you can even donate to it, but it shows a lot of promise, and I think it's going to be definitely getting some flack because of Ashes of Creation now, and it's kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, Ashes deserved it. So, it is what it is, I understand. Bro, some people spent thousands on RMT for an alpha access. LMAO, I'm glad I didn't spend a dime in this game. I've never trusted them. But now, gamers, learn your lesson. Do not put money on unfinished games. True. Absolutely true. 25 million final offer. 25 million final offer, Ashes of Creation. Games should never die. Oh, this is the guy from New World, right? I remember this. Okay, this is funny. Wait, so ASE was actually a scam. Ooh. Just as Steven latest post in Discord, did we just get rug pulled? I think this was, yeah, this was an early one. 13 hours ago. Surprise Pikachu face enters the chat. Someone check in. Oh, God, dude, need to be self-harm watch. What, he wasted a lot of money? Yep, most people warned everyone here, and the amount of people that ate this shit and called people liars were insane. Yeah, they were coping. So, it seems like the comments are just going to repeat themselves. I'm gonna see if there's anything interesting to just end this video on. Photo of AOC CEO versus board directors. Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture. They're the same picture. The board. Come on, man. Poor Steven quitting after putting so much of his own money into it. Yeah, I wonder if that was actually true. I remember Steven clearly saying that he spent 45 million into this game already. I wonder if that's true. I really wonder. But even then, I'm like, dog, I don't get it. Like, why not try to make this into a good game? Why make it a scam? I mean, he has all of this money. You could have just tried to actually make a good game instead of making it a scam. I don't, that's what I don't understand, because Steven is filthy rich. He's rich. Like, he has a real estate empire or something like that, right? He made a ton of money off of real estate. So I don't get it. Why not hire capable developers and actually make a good game? You could have done that. I feel like you could have. It's just so weird to me, man. Like, why turn it into a scam? What's this? It was always a scam. It was always a scam. It was always a scam. It was... Oh my god! Someone put this guy on a watch list before he actually doing something crazy. Oh lord. Scams make money. This lost tens of millions. Failure, not a scam. I don't think they lost millions. I think he earned something. It's pretty weird, man. Like, it's pretty weird. Started as a scam, became a real project, failed, ended as a scam. I actually wonder what happened. I think he got away with the money. I think he did. Because the Kickstarter was so crazy, man. I think it was siphoning funds. That's what I believe. He was siphoning funds slowly during those 10 years because you can't take all the millions and run away. You need to siphon it, and that's why development costs were so insane. I think he just took it. But that's my opinion. I'm not, like, confirming anything here. Yeah, I don't believe it was a scam. Steven was just arrogant or confident who lacked the skills to bring a project to fruition. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, clearly he wasn't competent, but at the same time, I think it was an obvious scam. Okay, let's see. Scum. Oh my god. Come on. They got me. Okay, you know what? Let's make this the final post. What the hell is this? Let's make this the final post. It seems like everyone is saying the same thing here, and it is what it is. So... yep. Let's see. They got me. So many of you all said it was a scam. So many warned against Ashes and said all kind of things about it. I didn't listen. And they got me. You know what, brother? You know what? I want to take a moment to be serious here and actually say that even though so many of Ashes defenders have dislike bombed my videos and called me an idiot and a liar, I never held any grudge and never had any sort of animosity towards you guys, because I get it. Like I said previously, we all wanted a good MMO to share a world with together, and we all wanted to have fun. So, I understand where you're coming from, and that's okay. Like, honestly, that's okay. But at the same time, you guys need to start apologizing, because man, we've suffered during these years, especially the last one, and we deserve a goddamn apology if you ask me. So, I'm gonna end it here. It is what it is. It was such a great time. Let's see, in-game system message? Oh, sorry all, we did our best. Dev's heart. We truly did our best. Out of our control. You got... Dude, nobody believes that. Nobody believes that. Wait. Steven actually wrote something on Twitter? Okay. Final one. I am saddened to see the decisions to lay off the incredibly passionate and talented team at Amazon Games and the ending of Play New World. Oh, this is just the New World stuff? Okay. When I started Intrepid, it was with desire to lift the veil on MMO development in hopes that my fellow gamers could see and share in the process of building one of the most complex, costly, and challenging endeavors a team can take on. As players, we often don't see the blood, sweat, and tears go into creating games we love, but behind every project are real people who grew up just like us, playing, dreaming, and falling in love with this genre. It's always easier to criticize, easier still to doubt, but true heroes are those who dare to dream, who build, create, and push forward through uncertainty and fear. Even when the current feels against them, negativity, whether in boardrooms or comment sections, only stifles innovation and squanders opportunity, there is no easier job than to play the cynic, and no harder one than to keep pushing forward when fates were thin. A lot of talented developers lost their jobs today, whether you're an executive, a creator, or a player. When the time comes to show support for those who take risks to make games we all fell in love with, remember, your voice can mean the world. To all of those affected, stay strong, keep your heads high, and above all, else just keep swimming. Wow. Wow. This was made not too long ago as well, because New World was, I believe it was a month ago that it was pretty much declared dead. Yeah. I mean, clearly, this guy's really good. This guy's really good at actually faking emotions and just playing on people's hearts. He's really good at it. I'm gonna give him credit for it. It sounds kind of insane and ridiculous things to do, but you gotta give him credit. Like, he does it the best. He, to the last moment, showed no sympathy towards the players whatsoever. He knew what was going down. He didn't care. He made sure all of you are calmed until the very last second that he dipped. That's crazy. You know what? To a certain degree, that's admirable. I can't believe he kept face for so long. That's insane. That's actually crazy. I honestly can't believe that. And I guess at the end of the day, we all fell for his charm. I mean, I wisened up a little bit earlier, but at the same time, so many people haven't. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, man. Gotta make your company seem legit until you cash in on those Steam sales. True. True. Yeah, that was actually true. And Steven had only one thing going for him, the ability to convince hordes of sheep that he's legit. I've been downvoted for years on the stuff for calling him and his business practice BS. Yeah, I understand. I understand. To anyone not sure if this guy was intentionally scamming or not, just know that he wrote this essay knowing today was coming and still made himself out look like some hero of the gaming industry. True! He was narcissist fraud who, this whole time, people just fell in love with the idea of the game. They were willing to look past all the red flags. I'm glad I never gave off a fraud a cent or money or a second of my time playing his scam of a game. True. So true. This guy knew that the ship was sinking, or, you know what, the ship didn't even exist. They were on a miracle boat. And, yeah, he just waited until the very last second and dipped. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's honestly so sad to see, but at the end of the day, I mean, people fell for it. It's just so bad. It's so bad. We're not gonna have any good MMO anytime soon, man. We're not gonna have that. It's so unfortunate, because I really want to play a new MMO. And don't get me wrong, Guild Wars 2 is, like, insanely good, and I'm having a blast right now, but I want a new MMO. I don't want an MMO that existed for, like, 10 years. I want, like, a really fresh experience that I can start with new players and be on the same level with them. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Dog, it's over. We're done. We're cooked. The community is on fire, and I guess that's pretty much it for this video. Everything is more of the same, so I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on everything that happens. Whenever something will pop up, surely certain videos will start rising to the top, like, I don't know what, okay? We're gonna have a blast on YouTube. But at the end of the day, I'm also kind of sad because I really loved making these videos that covered this game and how scammy it was. And now it's not going to be the case anymore. The game is just gone. It's dead. So there's nothing left. Only post-mortem. And that's pretty much it. So we're gonna cover it until the very end, until the final video, and then that's it. It's done. So whenever new information comes up, you can always come here and you'll find it on my channel. I'll try to keep you posted as fast as I can. And yeah, I mean, closing thoughts. God bless, man. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of being scammed. I truly am. Even though I did not invest a cent into this game because I was always suspicious of it, it's just annoying. It's just annoying because there was a time when, yeah, I was at school at the time, believe how long it was, when I actually believed in this product. I actually believed. I used to watch the monthly updates of Ashes of Creation with anticipation. I used to wait for them. Man, I mean, I saw things that made me believe this game was going to work, and now we reach this. We truly are at rock bottom. But you know what? At least we cannot go lower than this. So maybe something good came after it. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. It's so sad. It's so disheartening to see. Honestly, my heart goes to the people who lost so much money on this game. But at the same time, it feels so... like, it feels so bad to feel so good about them being wrong. I know they lost a lot of money, but at the same time, like, how foolish can you be? Like, why? Why? You've seen this game has no potential. The moment this game released in this alpha state, it was missing so many basic features. It had so many... I'm not even talking about the bots, the RMT, and the dupes. I mean, literally, all that was promised was missing, and it was so bare bones. It's a game that one person can build. It's not something that a fully fledged development team can actually pull off. So it was crazy. Like, even classes, animations, abilities were so basic, and I always spoke against that. I always said that, and nobody cared. Everyone told me that the last thing you do in an MMO is like polish to the characters. And I didn't think that was the case, because you need to play something. You need to show some promise. There was no real talent system. There wasn't anything tangible we can look at and say, hey, you know what? This actually shows promise. No, there was nothing. And now we understand that we all got scammed. The rug was being pulled from under us. And I really hope that we can solve this in court. I really hope that Steven would get sued. I hope you can sue him even. But I believe there need to be a lawsuit here. There's need to be a lawsuit, and I really hope Gaben would interfere and actually at least manage to pull out the Steam funds for this game and actually give the players their money back, because they deserve at the very least the $50 they've invested for the Steam Early Access.